Staging is used in this animation to properly portray the character's jump over the large gap. Firstly, the camera position is set further away from the character to show that he's undertaking a large action, and it is centered to show that the character's jump is important. The staging is also used to portray that the main action is clear and simple whilst using the correct timing for a jump. The objects of the character jumping over are also important, as they are used to show that it is a very large jump and that it is an action shot. I also use staging to control where and what the viewer is looking at as the animation progresses. This animation is appealing as it depicts an action shot, almost like a superhero shot as the character jumps from building to building, but there's also not a large amount of appeal as we just use the basic body rigs. The timing of this animation was created to give a slow build up in preparation for the jump, and then a quick jump over the gap, as a jump that was too slow would make the animation seem odd and unnatural. This was also done with multiple frames to make the timing look good. Ease in and ease out is shown when we look at the animation curve of the jump, and we can see that the animation curve itself is more spline than linear, and when the character doesn't just fly across the scene, but slows in and out of the jump with weight. Moving holds are evident when we look at how the character's body moves as he tries to keep his body balanced and in the correct poses. This can be shown when we look at the end of the jump, as the character strains out his body to maintain his balance. Squash and stretch in this animation can be seen when the character squashes down in anticipation for the jump ahead. The exaggerated hold of the jump was used to show that the character is almost winding up for a large jump, and he needs to squash down enough to build up enough energy to jump up. Stretch can be seen in this extreme fully, as his body stretches out as he leaps off the ground. Anticipation and squash and stretch usually go hand in hand. You can see my use of anticipation as the character doesn't immediately jump into the air but slowly builds up the energy required for the large jump. The squashing down and anticipation for the jump paired together give the jump more power and energy, and communicates to the viewer that the character is getting ready to jump. Anticipation is also shown through the placement of the arms as they are pulled behind the character to prepare for the jump. Exaggeration is exhibited in this animation with 1. The large jump over the gap, 2. The large build up before the jump and when the character lands, and when the character almost falls over because it was such a big jump. Arcs are most prominently displayed with the character's jump over the gap, and is displayed in this image. The arcs themselves are pretty parabolic, but it is a bit offset due to not landing on the same height surface. Overlapping action is also used as the character lands and his body begins to move, but his hands continue to move as they are only starting to lose momentum, and they follow behind the body, and they still need to catch up. Drag and fall through are also shown in the overlapping action animation as the character's arms fall down behind the body as they begin to lose energy, then rise up as they still need to follow through and fall backwards and forwards as they lose momentum from the jump and the body begins to stand up and straighten out. Secondary animation isn't really exhibited in this animation, but the movement of the hands and arms as they rock up and downwards in preparation for the jump may be considered as secondary.